Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mindset Model podcast and YouTube. Wherever you're watching this, listening to this, hello and welcome. This episode is a goodie. This is a juicy, amazing, I'm so excited to do this one today because this is a method which I have incorporated into my weekly and daily life, which I'm obsessed with, and it's helped me to create and sculpt my dream life. And my loves, I'm going to be sharing it with you today. So, this is called the perfect day method. Ooh, and there's a couple of ways that you can use this method. So, the first one is using this method when you are trying to go after your goals, dreams, and desires, when you're trying to manifest. And the second way to use this method is more for well-being purposes. If you feel like you're very overwhelmed, your nervous system is a little bit all over the place, this is such a brilliant method for you to use. So I've just basically made this up, and I was on a walk the other day. I get so inspired. This is when I get my intuitive downloads when I'm walking, because that is time where my mind is relaxing and I'm in such a flow where all these creative ideas can pop in. And I was like, I do this thing when once a week I have my own perfect day. So, what this means is for the first part of this, when you're going after your goals, dreams, and desires, you are going to spend one day a week or an hour, depending on obviously what free time you have, having your perfect day. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, there's no such thing as perfect, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to call bullshit on that because there is such thing as perfect, but it's your perfect. What is perfect to you? Not what's perfect to your friends or your family or Instagram or the media, whatever. No, what is perfect to you? So let's say I, my loves, am manifesting being a globally recognized and award winning presenter, keynote speaker, and best selling author. So, what I need to do to get me to this end goal is to start building in little pieces of this identity into my daily life. And I love to just have a whole day when I just live and breathe this identity. This is meant to be a really, really fun task. It's meant to just get you into that energy and that feeling of being that person. So, for me, for example, I already have my dream career as the brand experience and education expert. So, I'm pretty much nearly there, as in, I'm so fortunate that my career gives me the feeling of being this globally recognized presenter because I'm speaking in front of audiences. I'm talking about a brand which I love and genuinely lights me up. And I'm inspiring people. I'm helping people see the true them, the real them. But the way that I really elevate this a little bit more is when, the audiences that I'm speaking to at the moment, like when I'm doing my master classes, I might have, say, 15, 20, 30 people. I'm imagining speaking to 400 people, 4,000 people. What would that feel like? I dress like the future version of me would dress. Not a better version of me, but like a version of me that is that globally recognized award-winning presenter. How would she dress? How would she feel? So I love wearing dresses. I generally wear like a different variety of colors. I do quite like the nudes, but I love like a bright cobalt blue. I love a green. Like when I wear those colors, they help me come to life. So I make sure I'm doing that. I also, when I'm having my perfect day, if I'm doing this on a Sunday, This is when I really go in on my business, which I love, my beautiful, gorgeous brand, the Mindset Model. So I will take myself out for a wonderful coffee somewhere and I will start creating my content, my newsletters. I'm building an amazing keynote speech at the moment, which I'm so excited to tell you about. But I'll save that for another podcast because otherwise we'll be here forever. It's very, very, very exciting. So I've got my coffee, I've got like luxury surroundings. I'm in out in nature, so I've got all of the birds and the butterflies around me. I've got my laptop. And I'm really going into my imagination here, and I'm really feeling like, wow, imagine if I was delivering this keynote speak to 4,000 people, 10,000 people, 1 million people. Oh my goodness me. So this perfect day is very much a rehearsal of how it is going to feel when your goal comes into your reality. I'm talking about my book, The Unseen Adventures, because I am a #1 best-selling author, and this book is being turned into a Netflix film. FYI, Netflix, if you're listening, it is coming for you. So I'm talking about it. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited about this book. And I can see in my mind people messaging me like, oh, I read the book and I feel so excited and inspired. Like I am literally there. It feels so good. So every chance I get, I'm talking about it. To me, that feels like a perfect day. Award winning. I've already won an award for being account manager of the year at my current company. That was incredible. So I've already won an award. I know what that feels like. I can really tap into that feeling. What would it feel like to win an award for my brand, the Mindset Model? What would it feel like to win an award for, I don't know, having 1 million subscribers on YouTube or having 1 million downloads on my podcasts? Have some fun with this. Get creative. You don't need to put the pressure on it as if like, oh my God, I need to have this and I need to have it done by like, no, we're just really elevating that frequency, because the more you can get into this feeling and this emotion and this space of what if, the possibilities, this is a taste of what it could feel like, the closer and closer and closer you get to these goals. So that is the first one. So ask yourself some questions, whatever you are trying to create, whatever goals you've got, whatever desires you've got, the person of you uh, that has those, what would they be doing? How would they be feeling? What action would they be taking? How would they be turning up? So the next thing I love to do is for well-being. Now, I have a very, very busy working week where I'm traveling all over the place. I'm meeting incredible people. I'm delivering events. It is a lot. So my perfect day, what my well-being day, oh, I recommend this to anyone to do. Now, of course, I'm very, very fortunate that I've created a life where I have got freedom and flexibility to have a full day of doing what the fuck I want to do. It is incredible and I love it, but I created this because I know this is what I want. So in but if you don't have the capacity to do that, if you know you've got other responsibilities and things like that, just have an hour, which we'll talk about in a second. So anyway, my perfect day for well-being and health. Are you even ready for this? Like, to me this is perfect. To you, you might be like, that sounds absolute shit, which is why it's so important that you do what genuinely lights you up. So my perfect day, I think it was the Saturday just gone. So my husband and I, we're having an espresso in bed. We didn't get up until like 8:30, which is really fucking late for us because normally I'm like 5:30, like, woo, let's go. But we decided to lay in. We had an espresso in bed. We were watching the clouds float past, watching the birds. And then we decided to get up and do a little bit of gardening, like old bastards that we are now. So we're out there because we love our garden. So you know, we're looking after like the flowers, and we re-landscaped it. You know what I'm trying to say? Re-landscaped. There, that word. An area in our garden which got so overgrown, it was literally like an absolute jungle. We were like, no, no, we need to tidy that up. And it completely transformed our garden and it made us feel so good. And then, we had like our lovely lunch outside. We had a bit of poached egg on sourdough. Yes, we are those people that loves a bit of sourdough. Um, and then we were listening to podcasts, inspiring podcasts. We were sunbathing. Yes, we spent the afternoon sunbathing, just laying around in our pants, just sunbathing. Obviously, I was wearing a bikini, but you know what I mean. And then what else did we do? Oh, we got the cold pool out, the plunge pool. It's been sat in our garage. We've been meaning to get it out. It's summer here at the moment, really, really hot. So being able to have that plunge pool out, and what's beautiful, where it's situated, it's like covered in the lavender. So you're just sat in the plunge pool, just looking at the beautiful garden. You've got all the little bumbly bees like landing on the lavender. It's just so magical. And I'm like, oh, this is literally the perfect day. Then we decided to have a barbecue, just the two of us. We had a couple of Prosecco's. We watched the sunset. It was literally the perfect fucking day because we did not see another person. We locked in our energy. We just were together with each other doing the things that genuinely calm our nervous system and make us feel so relaxed and just amazing. So I love to do my perfect day, both of these message every single week. And I will even try and add in, the perfect hour every single day as well, when I am just really homing in like, okay, this hour, what would I love to do? What would be perfect for me? Would that be creating a proposal? Would that be creating a training program for my corporate role? Would that be, all the things that really light me up in that hour? I'm having my matcha. I might have a nice Biscoff biscuit as well because I'm all about the biscuit life, all of these good things. So, a question for you, my loves. What genuinely fills your cup? And I'm talking about filling your cup, not Instagram, not Facebook's version, what looks good, not what your friends are doing. What genuinely fills your cup? What also, this is another really good question. What drains your energy? I know that I get very drained by being in busy places, big social events. I have to do it for work, but when I'm not at work, I'm like, no, thank you. But also, what restores your energy? What really helps to replenish your energy? I love taking time to go on a walk and listen to podcasts. I love just sitting in my garden. I love creating things. Absolutely. What restores your energy? Um, and another question for you, this final question. If you gave yourself permission to create one perfect hour this week, what would you do? So that is your homework, my loves. And then just one final little nugget for you. I want you to think about this now. Now, we are so busy creating our perfect lives that we're actually forgetting to live it. So, you are going to be living your life to the max today. That is your homework. That is your message. And just think the perfect day that you're creating as your future self. One day you're going to wake up and that's just going to be your everyday reality. How exciting is that? Anyway, my loves, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure you like, you subscribe, you share with a friend, because the more people that get to listen to my podcast and watch my YouTube, the more people I can help to live that absolute best, most confident, magnetic life. I will see you very soon.